You ever wake up in the middle of the night and just know right down in your gut that today's going to be the day someone tries to steal your whole damn life? Yeah, that's what 4:17 a.m. felt like. One minute I'm dreaming about nothing in particular. The next, my alarm is shrieking, my phone's buzzing like a hornet, and all I can see on the floodlight camera is a black Jeep squatting outside my gate like it owns the place. Let me tell you, nothing gets your blood pumping faster than realizing your land. The land you bled for, built on, and protected with every ounce of your soul is about to become somebody else's community retreat. You know what I mean? So there it is, this Jeep, right? It's not even parked straight, just kind of cocky, like the driver doesn't care. And slapped to the side is this cheap magnetic HOA badge, Aspen Trail Heights, bold as brass. Not even painted, just stuck on like a dollar store cop. My brain's barely caught up, but my gut's ahead of me yelling, "Move!" I throw on a shirt, grab the flashlight, and head out into that bone-cracking Colorado cold where the air tastes like cedar and snow, and nobody's supposed to be out here but me and the elk. Dangling from my gate, bright orange zip tie, laminated folder, my name printed right on the front. Silas Morgan. I rip it open already, half bracing myself for whatever fresh hell is coming. And what do I find? Dear Mr. Morgan, your property has been reserved for the Aspen Trail Heights HOA Spring Retreat. 70 guests, community building, professional development. Please unlock all gates and clear the way for our guests. Signed, Karen Blau, HOA President. Oh, and there's a QR code that goes nowhere but a fake government website, landuccord.gov, full of stock photos and broken links. Real subtle right. I stood there in the freezing dark staring at that gate like maybe it would blink and this would all be some bad joke. By sunrise, my email's blowing up with a logistics packet, parking assignments, meal plans, bonfire maps, hell. They even marked a spot 50 yards from my solar generator like they'd already moved in. Me, I don't even have social media. Never signed up for this HOA, and the closest I get to Aspen Trail is avoiding their development like the plague. I shot off an email. Wrong damn property. Before I could hit send, the phone rings. Colorado number. Mr. Morgan. This is Karen Blau. We're following up on the reservation confirmation. Our advance crew will arrive at 8 a.m. sharp. Her voice is the definition of smug. I tell her she's got the wrong land, wrong guy, no permission, and there's not a snowball's chance I'm letting 70 strangers have a kumbaya weekend on my mountain. She just sighs. Oh, we're aware. But your parcel is classified as passive use, and under the new zoning update, we can provisionally assign communal access to lots like yours. Like it's just a done deal. Like my home is a spare conference room at the Marriott. I tell her flat out, and that's not a thing. Oh, it is. Now she chirps, then scolds me for not being neighborly. If you interfere, you could face litigation for obstructing communal rights. At this point, I'm awake angry and pretty sure I'm not talking to someone who plays by any rules but her own. She hangs up before I can even ask who the hell mailed her this power. Well, if they're planning to invade, I'm not about to just wait inside and watch. By 8:30 a.m., I'm hunkered in my shed, coffee, gone cold eyes on every feed from my security cams. I've pulled every county record, every zoning change in 3 years, nothing about passive use or trailway corridors. Karen, it turns out, is making up the law as she goes. Then right on time, a box truck trundles up Aspen Trail Heights magnets on the doors, looking like it's delivering hope and change. 2 guys in polos hop out and start yanking on my gate clipboard in hand, announcing they're here to set up for tomorrow. I flip on the loudspeaker. This is private land. You're trespassing. Step back. They laugh, start unloading anyway. Coolers, tents, propane. In 30 seconds, I'm out the door, shotgun slung but pointed down, and 5 guys freeze mid-heist. That's when the wannabe security guard arrives, buzz-cut sunglasses, a badge that might as well say, failed mall cop. He tries the tough guy routine. You threatening us with a weapon, sir? No, pal, I'm telling you to leave and I'm calling the sheriff. 15 minutes later, Deputy Wayne Haskins rolls up, same guy who helped me mark these property lines. He looks over the fake paperwork, points out the missing county seals, tells the clipboard crew they're trespassing, and asks me if I want to press charges. Not yet, I say. But one more move and we're done being polite. Of course they're not done. By noon, my lawyer Meredith, mean as hell in a deposition, loyal as blood, has every document I've got. Within hours, she calls back, pissed. 4 days ago, someone filed a zoning adjustment claiming 4 acres of my ridge as community use, signed by Gerald Whitaker, the guy I bought the land from, who's been dead for years. They forged a dead man's signature, backdated the letter, and the county clerk accepted it. Meredith files a fraud report, tells me to bring every deed map and contract I've got. It's war now. That evening, my trail cams catch a guy in a maintenance vest photographing the fence line. The next morning, silence too quiet. Then the convoy comes. 6 charter buses, vans, catering trucks, a U-Haul with a toilet trailer. HOA jackets everywhere. People with clipboards, cooks firing up grills, kids running wild. I see 2 men break into my house with a crowbar, prying open the door like they own the joint. I call Wayne. He tells me to stay put. Instead, I launch my drone and watch the chaos from above. Wayne shows up, deputies at his side. I press charges, no hesitation. Karen finally arrives, step out like royalty, tries to smile it off, insists she has provisional access. Wayne's done with her. He arrests her on the spot for forced entry, fraud, trespass, obstruction. She melts down, shrieking about community, about her rights, but the marshals cuff her and drive off while her board scatters like cockroaches. But it ain't over. Next morning, Wayne serves me an injunction. The HOA, even with Karen behind bars, is demanding public access. Meredith's team uncovers the real twist. Karen and County Clerk Rollins forged 2 sets of documents, used a digital copy-paste of Gerald's signature, even roped in board members by CC. We file a federal complaint. Rollins vanishes, found 3 days later at a casino with burner phones and a map of my land. He goes down for fraud along with 3 board members. The judge doesn't even blink. HOA dissolved assets, liquidated my damages, paid out to the tune of $3.8 million. The plaintiff cannot demand access to land they do not own. Simple as that. But the kicker. 2 days after the verdict, 6 more buses roll up, thinking the whole mess was just a paperwork snafu. Muffins and mimosas in hand, they break in again. My kitchen turned into a buffet line, strangers touring my bedrooms like it's open house. This time, the marshals come fast, drag everyone out, issue 6 more arrests. Now, everyone knows this wasn't negligence, it was organized theft. The news is everywhere. Aspen Trail Heights, HOA gone, Karen 18 years, Rollins 12. The rest banned from ever serving on a board again. 3 months later, I'm back on my porch. Reinforced steel gate motion sensors, cloud-backed cameras, the works. The air tastes clean again, untouched. And bolted to my new gate is a bronze plaque. You can only reserve this place by court order, and only if you're not Karen. So let me ask you, when does justice mean drawing a line in the dirt and refusing to budge, no matter how many buses, badges, or fake forms show up at your door? Drop a comment. Tell me where you stand. Have you ever fought for what's rightfully yours, or stared down a whole crowd just to defend a patch of ground? And if you're thinking of rolling up on a stranger's land with a clipboard and a fake badge, don't. This is Colorado, neighbor. Out here, the line you cross just might be your last.